know, I have several videos coming down the pipe, so be on the lookout for these videos. But I'm gonna talk about the reason why a lot of people say why we so focused on talking about these divested chronicles and the divestors. And the reason why we talk about them, because they sell you this whole fake narrative that black men ain't spit, black men ain't this and that and that and that and that. Get you a white man. But apparently, like we always try to tell them, the white women gonna get the pick of the litter of the best white men and not you, due to the fact that they're white women and he's white. So about the most that you black women gonna get is washed up ass brats that are lazy and don't do shit. But see, the divestors don't care about that because they gotta protect, like Only Logical and AC channel said, protect the white man's image at all costs, no matter if it's at the detriment of young black girls getting deleted by these dusty bum white men, or black women providing for dusty and busted bread, and them the only ones that's paying for pasta and lobster. Because that is what's going on. So you got this young lady who I got on the thumbnail. She was a young girl that was run away from home. She was in group homes, and she found her way to this old, dusty, decrepit white man in his fucking boarded up house. Now, this man basically had sex with her. And see, we already know, since white men always talk about black men are inherently violent, who more violent than them? If we violent, where the fuck we get that from? Where the fuck we get this shit from, since we are products, since majority of black people are products of the plantation. And we, basically seen a lot of the slaves used to see the violence of the slave master on the plantation. Like I said, white supremacists are basically project their behavior onto us because they know that they're a wicked group of people. So they project their behavior. And this often is how a lot of these black girls end up like Sade Robinson, chopped up, body parts spread all over Lake Michigan, or the one chick that was deleted and thrown over an underpass, or another chick was basically body dismembered and put into the drywall of a house this dude in Vallejo, California, who worked at Six Flags, that worked in the costume department, chopped his sister up and dismembered her body and put her in the drywall. And these are just a few of the cases. And white men want to run around here talking about how black men, they take one instance of this crazy guy who needed to be in the hospital, need to be in a mental hospital because, like Brother Sergeant Willie P. said, they defund mental health, they defund it and just let these crazy people out on the street. So white men to use the fact that this black dude who had a mental illness stabbed his girl up, and we got a whole bunch of cases of him deleting and killing black women. And this girl is one of the prime examples of this shit. Of a failed system. And I would say that her parents, her mom, who basically come from a long line of single mamas, that they knew their daughter was out here like this. Her friends knew that she was out here prostituting and shit like this. And this is always what happens. And these divestors like Kristen Kersey and all these divested channels ain't gonna talk about this because their whole goal is to protect the image of white men at all costs, even at the death of other young black girls and of young black girls. They don't give a damn about the protection of black women. That's why when I seen Christian Kersey some person telling black women to get out here and do this and go swirl it up, and I said, swirl it up for what? I said, most of these guys you talking about, when you go look at her channel, most of these white guys look like bums. Because Christian Encouraging, keep in mind, Christian Encouraging married a bum. The dude got on his feet and divorced her and left her with 2 biracial kids. And for years, she was up here, not wedded by no man, but yet telling black women to get with, go, go out here, and follow their options, in which really they don't have any. Because a lot of even other groups of men see black women as nothing more as a cheap thrill, nothing more, nothing less. And they not looking for a long-term relationship. They not looking for a long-term relationship with these black women. They looking for something to do, some fun in the sack. And then what happened is, when that white man don't got the money to pay her, then white men often will delete these black women because they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay them no money. In which a lot of these divestment channels, so you got a lot of these escorts, older escort women will tell black women, young black women, not to go get with black men because they're cheap, but get with any kind of white man. And then you have stories like this, where this black girl that's on the thumbnail get deleted by these brands, but ain't none of these women gonna talk about this shit. None of these divestment women gonna talk about this shit. And often, when they fail over the fence, they always try to come back, but they'll provide for a white man. Like this one chick I'm gonna do a video about, they'll provide for a broke white man. This chick literally said she had boys selling crack and had young girls prostituting. And she literally said she hated the black community. She hated black people. That's why she was doing what she do. She was an agent of destruction. All of a sudden now, she go clean herself up. Well, I'm gonna do a video about this chick. But like I said, these divestment women and swirling women are some of the worst scum to me, they ain't no different than a pimp. You can't even talk about Bishop Don Juan or no shit like that, because at least the pimps have the suave enough game and suave to have grown women get out there on the block. At least the pimps have enough sense to have women that's in there at least old enough to get out there on the block. And and to me, I ain't gonna lie, when you have grown ass women that's attractive out here selling ass and you get them to do that shit, it ain't even no guerrilla pimping involved. But yet, man, that's a whole nother video, but this always the end result with these black women, and these swirling and divested channels ain't doing nothing to help this situation, nor are they gonna talk about it, because it destroyed their brand. These women are getting paid online money from other divestors who wishing to find them a brand, only to end up effed up in the game, and then trying to come back to black men on some I love black men, I need black men. Black men shouldn't date outside their race. They should be loyal to us, even though we weren't loyal to black men. Even though we didn't show them no loyalty that we showed white men, they still should be loyal to us. Basically, they say you niggas should be still loyal to us because y'all slaves to not only the white man, but to us, because we are slaves of the white man. That's how it comes out to me. And that's how all none of these swirlers or divestors gonna talk about this shit, because they don't want their brand to be destroyed. And that is why you don't see Christian Encouraging getting on lives no more, because I remember the last time she did a live, Tommy Sotomayor and a few other brothers in the manosphere destroyed her ass. But they'll tell you that people like Tommy Sotomayor hate black women. When shit, it ain't even about him hating black women. He was just calling out the shit that they were doing. If Tommy Sotomayor hated black men so much, he wouldn't even do all the things he do to protect his daughter from falling into shit like this. So to me, I mean, shit, Tommy Sotomayor get the Father of the Year. To me, and for years, everybody used to go against Tommy. But now that I look at hindsight of the shit that Tommy used to say, and now you got Only Logical channel, now you got AC channel, and shit, even Mad Bus Driver talked about this. These black women that have these divestment channels sit up here and have young black women, young girls like this woman that's in the thumbnail, and you have these women getting deleted. All of a sudden you'll hear nothing but crickets. Cricket, 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 cricket. You'll hear nothing but crickets. Even Crystal Swirl had to be honest, come clean with herself, talking about how most of these white men that come to them are basically bums. They are washed up, and she said she got tired of washed up bottom shelf brads approaching her. Well, I told her on the shit, that's all you eligible for, Crystal Swirl. That's what you eligible for. You ain't eligible for no GQ white man, because them GQ white men that's professional, they are not going to get with you. They are going to get with white women that can have them white children. But y'all keep on selling these black women, these young black girls, just swirling in divestment, not taking accountability, and then turn around and try to blame it on black men and say we ain't protecting them. How can we protect them? We can't protect y'all from y'all who y'all desire, who y'all want. We ain't gonna try to do it's just like white men that get mad at white women for getting with Brad, but one damn thing for sure, at least the white woman gonna survive. At least the white woman gonna come out the winner in the end. Even when she get with a black man, she coming out the winner. She's coming out the winner in there. She's coming out, that white woman coming out the winner with the black man. She's coming out the winner with the white man. And she don't have to make those channels about getting with Tyrone. It's just something that happened. This is shit strictly black women got to do, because black women, they have a low self-esteem with themselves. A lot of them black women hate themselves. And when you have black women that hate themselves, you get the end result is this young woman on this thumbnail right here being deleted by a bum-ass white dude who live in a vacant building. But I haven't seen no pasta and lobster yet. I don't see women eating pasta and black women eating pasta and lobster unless they taking care of it themselves, because that's what we see. We see black women providing for white men. We don't see it the other way around. We see Brad getting protected, getting taken care of. Brad don't have to work no job with these Keshias or none of it. He don't have to do none of the shit that black men have to do. But they always come back, want you to, you can't be broke, you can't do this, you can't do that. But yet Brad can be broke and everything, because his whiteness is currency. His whiteness is currency.